It's just 99 bombs, exactly. So anyways, Brimstone is good to go in this game, believe it or not. We've had a couple people pick it up already, too. Believe it or not, it's not been as much of a game changer yet as I'd like to think it should be. So it hasn't been like an instantaneous game over, which again is kind of surprising. I don't think we've come across Mom's Knife yet. I'm trying to think what else. There's been kind of very few and far between on a couple items. Yeah, I'd take the candle over Brimstone any day. Completely in agreement there, Mordos. Or Mordros, sorry. Boy, I can read names. Anyways, but what's up, everybody? There's so many of you here already. This is insane. Seriously, thank you guys so much for all the support. Again, please give support to both of these casters individually. I know CobaltStreak just got partnered, so if you would, go over, give him an ad view, if nothing else. Give Christina a couple follows and a couple views if you would as well. She's the one on the right. There's your link to both channels. You can be in both of their chats at the same time. Definitely mute one, though, because otherwise you're going to get really weird audio delay. So make sure to do that. If not, make sure to mute 2 of the 3 streams if you keep all 3 open, because otherwise it's going to get really confusing. So we're probably just a minute or 2 away from starting, depending on when these 2 are ready. I don't know if either of them can hear me, so that's going to be kind of a crapshoot. But literally should be just a couple minutes at this point. It's basically whenever they're ready. We don't really stick to a legitimate schedule. As far as, like, they said 7 o'clock, it has to start at 7. You know what I mean? Like, we're pretty laid back here. So, whatever happens, happens. I'm personally in no rush. We're in prime time tonight, so they can all take their time. Yeah, countdown. Does it work now? Does it actually work now? Out of curiosity, and for that matter, I'm going to have to remember what the damn controls are. Because I know we tried earlier and it failed. But it'd be cool if I hopped into both their channels. There we go. Okay, so Cobalt's in here. Christina's in here. Awesomeness. Okay. In that case, gonna do an Otaku Bot countdown. They'll probably both just all of a sudden start racing. But in case you guys can both hear me. You spelled countdown wrong. That would explain it. Okay, so if you two can hear me, I'm gonna try this account. Talk about countdown. Because otherwise I'm gonna screw this up. So I typed that in chat too, just in case. I'm going to try this. It should hop into both of your channels and give you a countdown. I hope. I really hope. So if you guys can hear me, I guess let me know on that one. If not, I guess we're just going to crapshoot it if you happen to go before I do that. So, Itaku, you're going to have to remind me on this one. I'm going to space this. It was race 2 or 2-player race or something like that. Fuck. That's what it was. Start countdown. Countdown to CobaltStreak, ArrTeaSea. Did I spell her name right? Let me make sure, but nope, I didn't. See, I knew something was wrong with that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I should have that set up. Christina, if you want to hop in on your character, that'll let me know that you can hear me. Hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna go burn down a cancer stick. That sounds phenomenal right about now. Gothic, I gotta tell you, that sounds phenomenal. But if that's the case and both of you guys can hear me, I'm going to try this Talk About countdown, so we'll see if this actually functions the way that it should. Yep, I got her name spelled right. It just took me a second or 2. Alright, let's give this thing a shot. Hopefully Cobalt's still looking at that too, so let's see if it shows up on his screen. Oh, let us pray. Oh, I forgot capitals on Christina's name. Uh-oh. We'll see if that works. There we go. Go, go, go! May the odds forever be in your favor. I like that. Did it hop in any of their channels, though? Huh, weird. I don't see it on Cobalt's at all. So yeah, you can go, Christina, sorry. I don't see it in his chat at all. Huh. Weird. Okay. Yeah, it didn't go into Cobalt's. I wonder if it's because I capitalized it. It's probably because I capitalized. We were pretty dead on with that start anyways, so it's not that big of a deal, honestly, guys. It's really not. It's going to be within about a second or 2 anyways every time. I might have misspelled it too. You might want to check my spelling. Quite honestly, make sure I spelled right. Alright, Cobalt finding the first item room here. He is going to... Oh boy, the bean. Well, that happened. Oh, he's going to replace the D6 with it. It's not like it's a bad item. I don't blame him on this, but that is actually kind of surprising. So, Cobalt with the bean. Get carried, sir. Did I misspell it? God damn it. Yeah, see, I put an extra R in there, so that might be why. That might be what it was. I misspelled Cobalt's name. Oops. Oh, well, Christina's got her first item. By the way, ArrTeaSea is Christina. I keep calling her Christina because that's what I am used to. I really apologize if that gets confusing to folks. Let me know if it does. I will do my best to say ArrTeaSea instead. Shouldn't be that hard. They are my initials, after all. Yeah, stop fucking things up, God. Well, what's up, everybody? Good to see everybody in here tonight. You guys showed up instantaneously for the viewing of this. That's insane. Alright, Christina's going to fight Pin, it looks like, in her first boss room. Cobalt's working his way towards his, but taking time to get his secret room on the way. He's also got an Emperor card in tow. So CobaltStreak is on the left, by the way. He has got an Emperor card, which will instantly teleport him to a boss room. So that's going to come in very handy later for him. He's going to be able to skip over some large floors whenever he wants to. Mind you, that is a one-time use. So keep that in mind. He has to kind of pick and choose when he's going to use it. Hey, Gambit, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Oni? Yeah, it's gonna happen from time to time. So basically, there's two different things going on. I have two different streams open, including my own, so technically three. And they are both casting at the same time, and I am capturing both of their streams separately. So there's going to be a slight delay as far as that goes, and from time to time it's going to look like my Flash player is derping out. That actually wasn't Christina's cast lagging, that was actually my computer doing it. So from time to time it's going to happen. There's a lot of rendering going on right now. So it's kind of pushing my computer a little bit. So every now and then you're going to see a little bit of funkiness. It's just one of those things we kind of have to deal with. There isn't a thing I can do. So again, apologies for that. If we were all in the same room and had two set computers we could do this on, it would be golden every time, but it's insane to consider that. Outlawed items, give me 1 second, we'll have that listed. If I could spell, this would go so much easier. There we go. The Bible, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Shovel, and Ipecac are all outlawed. They can be rerolled with the D6 if you still have it. Other than that, D6 is also outlawed. Alright, so, excuse me, sorry about that. Christina will be moving on to her cellar too and catch right up to Cobalt, who is a whopping two rooms ahead of her right now. And Christina knows where her item room is, just desperately needs a key. The ever-popular, hey, we have no keys run in Binding of Isaac. We haven't seen this yet, have we, guys? This is totally new. Isaac's notorious for not giving you keys when you need it. For anybody not into how this game works, it knows how to troll you. So, yeah, this is true. Gambit could actually come over to my place and use my computer to race, and then I could call his on a 0-second delay. Yeah, see, Wolf knows. Wolf knows exactly what's up. This game will find ways to troll you. Ooh, are we gonna see? Nope. For a second, I thought we might actually see the first. I was talking about this earlier. As far as races go, we have yet to see anybody. Ooh, I like the way Cobalt uses his bombs, walking into other rooms, too. That bomb will still be there when he comes back. So I like the way Cobalt did this. Anyways, point I was making was that nobody yet has gone and skipped an item room on a floor. Everybody has looked for their item every time, let alone stores most times. All of which makes sense, but at the same point, I'm kind of shocked still that nobody's, when they found their boss room first, just gone straight for the boss and moved on to the next floor. Quite honestly, I figured somebody would have. And we're almost all the way through the first week and nobody's considered it. Cobalt's been the closest so far. And speaking of, he finds his item room. Christina knows where her boss and her item room are, but can't get into her item room yet with no key. And Cobalt's going to pass up the Crack the Sky item, which, again, kind of random. It's still good, but it's very random. And for anybody that has never watched Cobalt before, he does not take pills unless he has multiple pills on a floor. So I would not expect to see him go back and pick those up. Nor will he take Dad's key. He's had a lot of items thrown at him here. We're racing to Mom's Heart, so whoever takes out Mom's Heart first gets a, blood rights for Christina. Yeah, she's going to pass on that. I figured she might. At the cost of, maybe not. She's heading back for it. She's going to take it. So at the cost of red hearts, your damage will increase for her room. Or she's going to go put it back again. Indecision. Yeah, Crack the Sky can be an absolute bro. There's one for you. Or enjoy that. Anyways, I love that people will still do that with admins in the room. Smart, smart. Very smart. Anyway, so dual boss fights at the moment. Cobalt is ripping through his, so he is almost done. And, Christina gets blighted Ovum again. We've seen a lot of this guy in the races so far. Very nice job by Cobalt. He'll be He'll be taking both the item rock and his cube of meat. Didn't even see the item rock. That's a good thing he saw it. Oh my, speaking of Brimstone, Cobalt has Brimstone at the cost of 2 of his red hearts. Now we're gonna get interesting, folks. Now we're gonna get interesting. Yeah, it was one of those bit all Y links. Nice, Itaku. So, one of the oh-so-popular, in my opinion, pretty much game ender, in a good way, mind you, items is on CobaltStreak. You can see his tiers have changed to spitting blood, basically. And also, as you see, on a Caves XL floor, he decided to go ahead and use his boss teleport item. So he knows where both of his boss rooms are. And my guess would be he's going to kill the other boss and move straight on past the caves. It would be my guess. Ooh, and he gets health up. Yes, now he's most likely going to skip the item rooms. Now we're going to see this for the first time. He's definitely going to kill the other one, if nothing else. Ooh, and he gets Gertie. This should be relatively easy for him. Oh, I know, I was being a smartass there, Itaku. I know full well you weren't. So, for those that don't know, the XL floors are both of your, let's say in this case, Cobalt's on a Caves XL floor. What happens is it crams both Caves 1 and Caves 2 into the same floor. So you get 2 bosses, you get 2 item rooms. Well, in the case of anything that is in the womb, this is. 2 bosses, 2 item rooms. You still only get the 1 super secret room, the 1 secret room, and the 1 shop. But everything else is doubled up, including the size of the floor, because as I said, you're cramming 2 floors together. So technically speaking, if Cobalt takes out Gertie here and moves on, he's going to jump about a floor and a half, if not about 2 floors ahead of Christina very, very quickly, just because of that Emperor card that he had. Great question there, dude. The dude abides asked a great question, which was, if one of them finishes off Mom's heart, does the other wait? No, they don't. What happens is they both basically reset and go back to the very beginning and start what basically amounts to a new race. So it's not just all based on timing. Every time you start over, basically we're going to have the other person start over. That sounded wrong. If somebody dies, it doesn't start the other person over. But if somebody beats Mom's heart, that's the end of basically heat number 1. They both start over and start the second heat for a best of 3. Hopefully that made sense. And ArrTeaSea again finding an item room, not having a key, so she's going to have to keep digging around or hoping for a key here. Though she does have bombs, she might go after this great chest here. And Krampus is getting pretty well roasted here by Cobalt, who is one of the best dodgers I have seen. I'm not even kidding. Like, this guy's got some dodging skills that I could only wish for. So he's going to pick up a lump of coal, which, if I'm not mistaken, should pretty much max out your damage on Brimstone. He's considering it. Ooh, he might go for his item rooms. Cobalt's going to go for his item rooms. I don't blame him. Don't misunderstand me. I just figured that he might actually move on. But Cobalt is actually going to look for his 2 items here. And it's going great for me, Seagrave. How about yourself? Oh, and thank you very much, Rabble. Always appreciate compliments like that. That really means a lot, guys. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, Onyx isn't joking on this one. When I added CobaltStreak to the league, who, by the way, just picked up a Halo of Flies, so he gets 2 more orbitals, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing for him. So that is more damage blocking. So now he's actually got 3 orbitals, now that I see. And he's going to be happy with just that 1 item. Again, I don't blame him. So he'll be moving on to his depths. Technically speaking, a full floor ahead of Christina right now. Yes, Dragonfly, I know. Thank you very much, Duker. I'm sure having fun doing the commentary, so that was my main gist, was I wanted to have fun doing commentary. I've loved watching sports my entire life, and this made sense. So, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are too. And seriously, again, thank you so much for the support. And speaking of support, if you would do me a huge favor and go to this game fetch link that's coming up, because that will give both of these 2 a page view. Just that in and of itself is enough support, guys, seriously. With CobaltStreak, he is also a partner. If you want to do me a huge favor and watch the ad when you show up there too, I would really appreciate that. But definitely give both of these 2 a follow. There's obviously 10 other racers in the league. Let me get you the info. Never mind, Dragonfly did it. Thank you. See, it's like she reads my mind, folks. She's trying to steal my cat, but it's like she reads my mind. nonetheless. But you can get all the racers on there. Definitely give everybody a follow. There are some absolutely wonderful people in this league that all deserve your attention, so please give it to them if you would. Because that's why we're here in the first place, is having fun and getting the word spread about some other Isaac racers. Excuse me, sorry. And I totally forgot to mention, as my stream starts lagging, that's not Christina's, that's mine, by the way, folks. Now we're good. It has little moments, I swear. Anyways, Christina, I forgot to mention, picked up piercing shots at one point. You can see the arrow on her head is actually, the feather on her head is actually piercing shots. So her shots will go through everything at this point, much the same as Cobalt's Brimstone will, but not quite at the same damage that Cobalt's Brimstone is. But still very, very handy and kind of a rare item. I fail to find that quite often. Oh, both of these racers are doing a great job. They've both been flying through this. There's been very few moments where I've been worried about either of them. So they're both flying right now. But yeah, Cobalt has this new definition of speed. I think he really wants to drink that ranch. I'm waiting to see if he's listening, because if he starts laughing, I'll know he's hearing me. But for those who don't know, CobaltStreak hit 5,000 followers yesterday, so he has to chug a bottle of ranch after the races. Follow that man. You want to watch this. You know you do. Yeah, loves ranch. Loves it. So he's definitely not going to do that challenge room, let alone for the fact that he has no keys, but mostly I'm sure for the fact that he doesn't want to waste time here in the depths. Yeah, Christina moving along in her depths too here. Ooh, this is where piercing shots come in handy, is on enemies going to hit all 5 of them if you get in front of them, like she's doing right now. Yeah, right, Ducat? I know where I'm going to be. I know full well who we're raiding when we're done. Just saying. And by the way, we're going to quote it as a ranch raid. Not a spaz raid, not a crumps raid, it's a ranch raid. So I'm just saying, that will happen. Hey, Waken. How you doing, man? So Christina, again, knowing where her item room is with no keys. Cobalt has the exact same issue. Is hoping to find something good out of this red chest. Ooh, a couple flies for attack. Can never argue that, but he will pass up yet another item room. So he's passed up 2 item rooms on this run so far. One by choice, but this one by necessity, I think. He might have had another chance for a key, but at the risk of walking that many rooms away, I don't think I would have taken it either. So I think a great strategy move there by CobaltStreak to move on ahead. So he is on depths 2, even though it's very hard to tell so, because it only says Necropolis, but he's got a large depths 2. So again, don't count Christina out. That's ArrTeaSea, by the way. I keep calling ArrTeaSea Christina. I'm sorry for any confusion. But ArrTeaSea is definitely not out of this. So believe me, anything can change. All of a sudden she might wind up with, you know, some absolute game-changing item for her. And, you know, who knows what that might be. Everybody's got different favorites. But all it takes is that one item sometime, and it can turn from going somewhat slow to like the most ridiculously fast-paced run you've ever had. And that's the beauty of this game. Cobalt with yet another item room, and still no keys. Oh, wait, the game gave him one. Never mind, I spoke too soon. It was actually being nice. Well, it was. And then it gave him Monstrose Tooth. So he's definitely going to pass that up in favor of the Bean, and I don't blame him. Because the Bean, honestly, is a better item than Monstrose Tooth, and that's kind of saying something, but it really is. The poison damage from the Bean is going to be so much handier for him than hitting something randomly and hopefully with Monstro, because it can miss. Ooh, Christina with a... Was that a 2 of Hearts card? I missed it when she had to put it back down. No, that was a 2 of Diamonds, never mind. So she doubled up her money with that card. For anybody wondering, the 2 of Diamonds doubles your money. Shoot, there's 2 other ones. There's the 2 of Clubs and the 2 of Spades, and I can't remember which one's which. I think Clubs is... keys, if I'm not mistaken. Although it should be spades, but whatever. One of the 2. It'll either double up how many keys you have, or how many bombs, or how much money you have, or if you have 0 of both, it'll give you 2 in that counter. Clubs is bombs, thank you. God, I'm an idiot. Speaking of bombs, Cobalt bombing everything in the arcade real quick and getting a few bombs back in return. So still no keys, but he won't care after this floor. There are no more item rooms for Cobalt after this floor, or any stores for that matter. So he isn't going to care too much about the keys. I thought it was a raid for a second. Oh, Man, the items tonight. ArrTeaSea is going to pass up on, and believe me, anybody would, passes up on Kamikaze, which again damages you to turn you into a bomb. Not exactly the most winning of items. So yeah, we've had a few that even with, that was close, even with Cobalt just passing up 2 item rooms, we've also had I think we've had more items passed up than picked up at this point in this race, quite honestly. I should have done the math, but I think we probably had more passed than picked up. That's kind of scary. It's been a very bad night for random items. Mind you, we're only in the first race. Anything can change, and Brimstone is not a bad thing, so there are good ones. Right on, awake and enjoy your day, man. Or your night, whatever. I can't keep track. I just woke up. It seems like daytime to me. For those that don't know, I have destroyed my sleeping pattern, so. And Cobalt will be going towards that Judgment and the item rock. Very nice pickup. So yet another soul heart for him, and let's see what the Judgment's going to give him. Oh, more health up. Why am I not surprised? And he's going to leave that there for the moment. Interesting. What's he going for? Oh, I know what he's going for. Cobalt's heading back to his arcade right now. I see what he's doing. Cobalt's going to head to his arcade. He's going to get down to 1 red heart, and he's going to get into the blood challenge room. Almost guarantee it. And then on his way back out, he'll pick up the health up so that it actually heals him. So this is a great move by Cobalt. This man knows what he's doing strategy-wise in this game. Ooh, Christina with a nice devil room here. So which, if not both, will she take? Because I would definitely be taking Brimstone, so we have dual Brimstone runs. She's going to consider Bloody Lust and pass on it. I can't really blame her. I would definitely have taken the Brimstone like she did, though. So she'll move on to Depths 1 and is only basically 1 floor behind Cobalt, who will be moving towards his mom's heart fight soon. But he has to go through his blood challenge room and then heal up afterwards. So we'll see what he gets in here. Yeah, he'll be taking that. So Jesus Juice, so range and tears up, which is actually damage up if I'm not mistaken. I believe they phrased that wrong. Yeah, he's doing more damage. So Cobalt with more damage on his Brimstone now. Yeah, he made a great choice here going down to the 1 heart. So as you notice, he still has soul hearts. Those are fine to get into blood challenge rooms, but you have to have just 1 full red heart available to be able to get in, or less. So if you're the blue baby, you can always get in because technically you have 0. So keep that in mind. So if you have soul hearts, those are acceptable. So it's always worth checking it out, especially if you have a way to heal back up. Take advantage of it every time. Yeah, it is damage up. That's exactly what I thought. They I don't want to say misspelled it. Wow, keys finally for Cobalt. But they definitely inputted it wrong. It's supposed to say damage up, not tears up. Thank you. Oh boy, I'm going to screw your name up. Zadevsky? Hopefully I got that pronounced correctly, but thank you very much. Yeah, or if you use Guppy's Paw, another great point by King of Suicide there. If you use Guppy's Paw, it will use red hearts and turn them into, per 1 red heart will turn it into 3 soul hearts. If you're already used that, obviously you won't have any red hearts if you go through all of them. So that's another great way to get in there. Another fine point. Thank you very much, Leon. Thank you guys so much for the compliments, seriously. And Cobalt's moving on to his mom fight, so, ooh, and he gets regular mom. Dropping a very nice bean poison on the mom's eye. Another great point to make here. You can actually poison the eyeball, and even when it disappears, the poison will still tick on the doors. So definitely take advantage of that. Don't poison the doors. Make sure the eyeball is showing. But nonetheless, it will keep ticking afterwards, so that's always worthwhile. Looks like Spelunker helmet for Christina. If she'd quit accidentally walking past it, there we go. So she'll be able to see into her secret rooms and her super secret rooms. But first things first, she's got a Judgment Beggar to pay off. Let's see what she winds up with. Awesome, Ducat. Hey, Nosh, how you doing? Ooh, Pinking Shears for Christina. There's a great space use item if I've ever seen one. So this is how to tear through bosses. Speaking of which, Cobalt tore through his mom fight, so he will be moving on to Womb. Once again, we are going to the Womb 2. Whoever finishes off Mom's Heart first will be the winner of the first heat in this best of 3. As you can see, it's 0-0 right now. The score is listed below the racers. So this will be the first of a best of 3. So believe me, nobody is out of this, even if Cobalt finishes off this part of the race here. So again, there's Cobalt passing up on pills, which he always does. What are we having for dinner? Anything. I had Subway, personally. I don't know about you guys. What are you having for dinner? Great question. Hey, what's up, Mars? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Football Boy? Good to see everybody. Ooh, the tick. Will Christina take it? Yes, she will. So 15% damage immediately gone from all bosses Christina's going to fight. However, she cannot switch that tick out unless she winds up with Mom's Purse by some miracle. So, again, it's a great item for races. We're not going to the chest, so that actually is a phenomenally beneficial item. So again, great pickup by her. Couple great pickups in the last 2 rooms by Christina. Her bosses are going to get torn to shreds by the pinking shears. So I can't wait to see that. She is definitely not out of this yet. If Cobalt finds really long levels and doesn't find his way to the boss room right away, she can catch right up. Ooh, homemade too. Ha 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 ha. A commandment 2 of my religion, I had to get Taco Bell. I saw that one too. Oh, that sounds so good, Nosh. Hey, do you deliver? Diana raced on, what was it, Saturday? I can't do math anymore. Was that Saturday? Yeah, it was. Her and Magic raced on Saturday. It was 2-1 for Magic. She will race again next week. I don't remember who she's matched up against, though. Give me 1 second. We can find out. On the Google Docs link coming up here. There we go. You can see all the upcoming schedule. Once I know exactly what time and day people are going to be racing, I input it on there. So definitely keep up on that, and that'll let you know anything that you might potentially miss. If you do miss it, I'll highlight it on my channel, so you'll be able to see the entire matchup just like this. I'll usually have it posted by the day after the race. So you can always check in my highlights. Those will be the only highlights I'm making for like the next 3 months. So that should be the only things that show up, or every individual race. So a couple boss fights at the moment. We got War for Christina on the right. Never a fun one, but with, as you can see, she's used her pinking shears, so her, the lower half of her body, even though she technically is still flying around with it, is doing damage to War here. And then on the right, mind you, Cobalt already took it out, so we'll just move on from that sentence. So Cobalt's on Womb 2 right now, so this is the last floor of the races during the regular season, folks. So basically, he will be looking for his boss fight as quickly as possible, and if he can take out Mom's Heart, he will take a 1-0 lead real fast. Yeah, he destroyed the bloat here. If you notice, his damage on his Brimstone is pretty impressive right now. He got some power-ups going, and it is really rocking his Brimstone, so he is doing some phenomenally nice damage. You'll notice a difference. Christina doesn't have quite the same power on her Brimstone, so you'll notice some things might take 2 hits to kill for her, where for Cobalt it's only going to take 1. Hey, Wartha, how you doing tonight? Oh, I can pretty much guarantee you Cobalt will not wind up getting an Ayamera room. Couple reasons for that. Cobalt doesn't take pills, for the most part. And I believe his stipulation is that there have to be 2 pills on the floor before he'll even consider taking one. So I really doubt that he's going to, especially after seeing what happened to Magic in the first race. Or in Magic's first race, I should say, which was the first overall race. Which, for those who don't know the story, Magic found telepills on Womb 2 accidentally, and teleported right on down to Shale. So yeah, he basically screwed himself into having to fight the devil instead of Mom's Heart, because we need to kill something, right? So yeah, if anybody teleports on Womb 2, they get screwed into having to go through Shale as well. So most people, I think, at this point, knowing what happened, will probably not take random pills on the Womb 2 anymore. You're right, like, why are you saying that like it was a bad thing? It worked. It definitely worked. I'll give you that much, Magic, which, by the way, why have I not done this yet? I'm an idiot. Anyways, nonetheless, it did work. I'm not going to argue it. You still won the race, but it still screwed you into having to do a whole extra floor that is not a fun floor in the first place, so I felt bad about making that decision too, but you offered that up, so for those who don't know, Magic was a really good sport and said, well, why don't I just have to kill the devil at this point? And I said, okay. So he was a really good sport about it. So definitely props to you on that one, Magic. I don't know that I would have suggested that right off the bat had it been me, so.
Let me get you the link for both here. It's the Game Fetch link coming up. If I can spell.
because I almost spelled Game Fletch, which would not be quite right. There we go. AtakaBot's got the link for both of the channels for you. For anybody unclear on what that is, that'll actually have both Twitch channels, not mine, but both of the racers next to each other. Basically, that'll give support to both of them by you being in both of their channels at the same time. I would really very much appreciate it if you guys could do that, because that would be a huge, huge help. Not just that, if, let's say you're in Christina's chat, if you could hop over to Cobalt's, watch an ad for him, that would rock. Speaking of, he's going on to his mom's fight, so wish him good luck. Nonetheless, if you're in Cobalt's channel, if you'd do me a huge favor also and hop over to Christina's or see both of them at the same time, give her at least a page view, if not also a follow. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate it, guys. So, ironic timing on the music, by the way, because we happen to be hearing the correct music for this mom fight. Oh, you'll see an ad when you go into the channel. There's always pre-rolls. Well, not always, but there's usually pre-rolls, so... Link's coming up right here again on the Game Fetch thing. AtakaBot will have... Game Tech. Not quite. Game Fetch. That's what we're going for. AtakaBot will have the link for you in 1 second there, Cyber. Which, by the time you heard that, you probably saw that for about 5 seconds, so whatever. But you get the idea. So about 10% health left after that bomb. There we go. And Cobalt is ripping on through this. This should end momentarily, and there we go. Cobalt with the first win of the night. So very nice job. That was a ridiculously overpowered run right there. So Cobalt takes a very quick 1-0 lead here. Like I said, awesome job, sir. Get that in here. I hate the fact that it resizes these every time and that I have to continually do this. Awesome job, though, Cobalt. So like I said, he takes a very quick 1-0 lead here. Awesome job, man. So both of them will wind up resetting real quick here and go back to the menu screen and start back over as Isaac with their D6. So again, awesome job, Cobalt. He takes a 1-0 lead. Yeah, everybody gets carried. Whoever wins winds up getting carried. It's kind of nuts. It's honestly broken down like that every time. Alright, so before we start up round 2, I'm going to run one really fast 30-second ad before they get started again. So I'll be right back, guys, and we will get round 2 going here.